Pinocchio Unstrung is the new installment of the Pooniverse. If you don't know what the Pooniverse is, basically, they're the people who made the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey movies and the Bambi horror movie and the Peter Pan one. And they're kind of just taking this whole universe of characters that are eventually going to cross over. It seems kind of weird if maybe their plans changed. Like, it seems like we were supposed to get that crossover movie this year, but maybe it doesn't sound like we're getting it. But whatever. This is the one out of all those movies that they announced when I went to see Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2 in the theater, where they had like sat down with the people behind that movie, be like, hey, we're doing this movie where they all cross over in one big movie. We're doing this movie and this movie. And I was like, what? That sounds so goofy. And I was literally laughing because this is such a goofy, stupid idea that they were taking actually seriously. They were like, we're going to make it like Marvel. And you're like, please don't. But this Pinocchio one sounded cool. Because for one, I remember when Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio movie came out, a lot of there was a lot of reaction and chatter of that movie be like, wow, this movie's so dark. This is so weird. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Pinocchio is already a very twisted, fucked up fairy tale movie or story. In fact, the original version, you can look this up, of the story, Pinocchio killed himself. It was written by a guy who hated children. And it's a crazy story. Look that stuff up. I encourage you to look it up. It's not one of the better old fairy tales because it definitely does not hold up at all. But anyways, actually, a lot of the old fairy tales still hold up. That's why the Disney ones are the best ones remembered. Part of the reason why, anyways. So other context that, I guess. But yeah. My point is that I think that it's interesting to discuss all these things. But Pinocchio is the one that made the most sense being a fucked up horror character. Also, with the talent involved with this movie, I was like, okay, you got a lot of the practical effects makeup people behind Child's Play, I believe, is what they said in that thing. I don't know if that's still true, but I think they said that's what they're doing. And then you got Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger himself as Jiminy Cricket, and the concept of like Pinocchio like murdering people to steal their skin and body parts to become a real boy. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. And I actually enjoyed this one the best out of the Pooniverse. Because to be honest, when this concept first started, I kind of had fun with it. But then as like the Peter Pan one came out and the Bambi one, I was just done with it. I didn't really care anymore. I'm still excited for Winnie the Pooh 3, I guess. But I just was like, this is kind of, what the fuck is this? I like this one. I don't think I'd ever watch it again, kind of like all the other ones. This one basically is... what makes this one good is I feel like it is very effective at being creepy, because Pinocchio, like killing people and the stuff he does with this, when he's ripping up body parts and the stuff he does and the practical effects, I was actually like actually unsettled in a theater by myself watching it. It was creeping me out. I think where I get annoyed is like there's too many child actors in this movie that just aren't good, for one. And then also this does fall in the same trap of the other ones where I'm watching this movie and I'm like, why are we talking about Pinocchio's penis? Why is Jiminy Cricket saying bitch a bunch of times and things like that? I'm like, what are we doing? I don't really care for this movie because of that. The thing is, it's hard about these movies is like, if these were just dumb, fun movies where the people who made them knew what they were doing and they were playing around, being silly with the concept, embracing it a little bit more, then we can make these work. And this one got the closest to that, but still was never fully quite there. It's very uneven in parts of it, but it is the better of all of them. And it seems like a lot of people are connecting with this one. So I would say if you're interested in watching it, watch it, because you'll probably at least get enough cool practical effects and kill scenes, I guess. But in terms of like, if you want a good movie, don't even bother with this franchise, because We're still not even there. It's like Minions and Monsters, where you're seeing a lot of people review that as the best Minions movie. Yeah, it's still not a good movie. Let's not even have that conversation.